Okay, welcome to the Tuesday night live stream ChartChat program where we're going to be talking about, the kind of the technical perspective on some of our stable of 10-bagger, 100-bagger stocks. Amazing week right now. We actually have our first 20-bagger of 2021. I think it might be a 21 bagger at this point. That's, of course, CBDT, Empower Clinics. Today closing at $1. $1 Canadian. It's a stock that debuted on our live stream as a Discovery Day stock. Not even a next super stock, but as a Discovery Day stock. Early October, I think it was the first week of October, at a nickel. At a nickel. I know some of you guys bought that stock right around there at a nickel. I know there's definitely some people who are original nickel holders, maybe even 8 cents. And now it is $1, 20x, 2,000% return in 4 months. It's amazing. It's amazing. So here's what's interesting. I think that stock is actually just getting started. Look, sometimes stocks are exhausted when they make that 10x, 20x, whatever it is. I don't think that's the case with CBDT. I'm going to show you the chart. I'm actually going to do a comparison. If I can, I'll do a comparison with another of our 20 baggers from last year, Cytodyne, that was exhausted at 20x, not CBD. But the first chart of the day, and of course, I'd like to also, we're going to be smoking this cigar here from our official cigar sponsor, Tony Da Vinci, aka Hani. Sent me a box of these Davidoff Grand Cru #2. We're going to be lighting this up in a little bit. Just getting this. I'm going to enjoy this. Take it out of the wrapper here. Wow. It's just out of the humidor. It's been humidifying for the last. Ooh. Yeah. We're going to be smoking this special $1 CBDT cigar. Actually, it's interesting. I think a few months ago, back in December or early January, I may have said that I was expecting CBDT to go to $1 by January 14th, by Valentine's Day, because the chart at the time, it really looked like it was going to go take off. And the guy said, I don't know if he's on the program right now, but he said he would send me a bottle of Macallan Scotch. Or it was like, I forgot, the good one, not the cheap one, the good one. If it got there by February 14th, I missed it by 2 days. Unbelievable. So close. But I wasn't expecting the blowout today at $1. I should say blowout, but I was really not expecting $1. I was expecting the stock to kind of consolidate in a little bit of a range, and then to start going. So today's action was very impressive. But let me jump into this. What's today's chart? So let me do this right now. What I have on the screen is Relic, RHT. If you saw the live stream today with Dr. Lisa, the CEO, it is very, again, if you haven't seen the live stream, it's on our YouTube channel right now, Relic Health. Very impressive company. You got to check out this live stream. This company meets kind of all our criteria: big market opportunity, key inflection point. This is the inflection point. And again, I cannot overemphasize. This company went through a rough time. I mean, look at this chart. It was a lot of hype back in 2017. Big run up from pretty much where it was at now, like 30 cents to 250. It was basically a 10-bagger. They ran into some issues, hit some road bumps. Happens all the time. They went through 2 years of aggravation. Now they're further ahead than they were back then. The stock is cheaper than it was back then, and now it's ready to explode. So like I say, I want the baby. I don't want the labor pains and the pregnancy part. You want the product, right? So now this is the time to get in. By the way, not a recommendation to buy or sell securities. See the disclaimer below. These are companies that are clients of Wall Street Reporter, so we're completely biased. We're completely biased in our opinion. This is not a, you know, a what do you call it? A independent opinion, all that nonsense. No, we're very biased, and we expect this. I expect this to be a 10-bagger. I expect RHT to be a you know, $8-10 stock within about 12 months, maybe sooner. These things apparently are happening much quicker than they used to. But here's the point. RHT, very impressive. The chart, this is the long-term chart. If I go to the short-term, you're going to see that this thing is really breaking out. If I go to the 1 year. Yeah, look at this. Here's your 1 year. Here's the close-up action. I think, look, we might see like a little bit of a pullback. It's possible, but this thing is blowing out. It's just gonna go to 250 right now. My opinion only. Yeah, very impressive chart. So why am I showing you this chart? Before I go into the CBDT, that's probably what everybody's here for. Before we go into that, I'm going to show you another stock. Yeah, Fans, I believe, yes, Fans is definitely going to be our next 10-bagger. We have ESE is closing in on 10-bagger territory within just a little bit. We have Peak, that's almost a 10-bagger. We have ESE. We have a couple of stocks that are coming in at, you know, right close to 10-bag, but they're not. It's really, they have plenty of gas in the tank. I think we're going to see some crazy moves. YouTube monetization. We have ads running. I think we have ads on these on the ChartChat. I put up ads just because I don't know why not. Because I think it helps the algorithm, to be quite candid. So Syngso is in it at 7 cents. Syngso. So for you, I'm going to light up this cigar. Courtesy of our cigar sponsor, the live stream cigar sponsor, Tony Da Vinci, aka Hanif. We're going to cover that. So let me go in. Okay, so as you can see, the RHT is blowing up. I think it's gonna be a pretty quick ride to 250. It's gonna be a pretty quick double. And again, when we take a company on for our next super stock Discovery Day, I'm looking for something that has catalyst, that has inflection point. Everything is lined up where we could see a double within 30 days. I want something to come out of the gate with a double. By the way, we're going to introduce a new stock tomorrow. If you want to see the new stock, if you want to learn about it early in the morning, join our Telegram channel. Click the link below in the video description. There's a link for all our links, Telegram. We're going to release the name on our Telegram channel in the morning. It's a company in the psychedelic space. So that's what's going on, psychedelics. Look at this CBDT chart. It's amazing. What's impressive is you've seen these gaps, but it's closing at the highs. It's got some strength. But here, let me show you something for perspective. Let's go to a 5-year chart. Okay, so I pulled this up last week, I think it was, and I said, hey, no, maybe it was earlier. I said, look, this is going to basically go to the old high or higher. And that's what you can kind of see happening. It's blowing right past there. we might see a little bit of consolidation. I personally, I'd like to see the stock consolidate a little bit in this like oh, this chart is actually outdated. The chart is outdated. I'd like to see this consolidate maybe in the $80 range, 70 cents, yeah, just a little bit, and build a little bit of a base so that it could, go to $2 and higher, because I think this thing has got some room to go. But why am I showing you this? Because here is another stock, just to give you some long-term perspective, that I've been talking about for a while, which has been kind of doing the same thing like some of these others when they were kind of building a base. It's Logic, LGIQ. It's going to be on NEO soon, so all you Canadians will be able to buy it for your, what do you call those, TFSA accounts. Okay, so this is the old chart. And again, I have a superstition. I say, look, stocks can always go back to their old highs. The old high, if you do the reverse, $90, if you do, before the splits, reverse splits. So in theory, and I think this is going to be a $45 stock within this year. So, you got about 7x from here, maybe higher. When these things get moving, they get moving. So LGIQ, I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's $7. That's so expensive. It's not. The market cap is like 50 million. So it's actually cheaper than most of our stocks right now. Just the price. So buy less shares. Instead of buying, a million shares, you buy, 1,000 shares. You're going to make the same percentage. Okay. Speaking of stocks exploding, Fans is finally blowing up. Very nice action in Fans today. Very nice action. I don't want to speak too soon because every time I say something about Fans, it always pulls back. It does something crazy just to frustrate people. But yeah, I believe it's going to be a 10 bagger. So I think it's a $5 stock easily. Okay, I guess which Bree are you talking about? Which stock? Are you talking about CBDT? Greg in at 6 cents. Wow, right at the bottom. Dwight. Send a case, man. I don't no, they're just progressing. This company is straight ahead. It's moving straight forward. I'm waiting to see what they're gonna do. If they're gonna come back in a lot, I don't know. I don't know what's up. But I'm a believer. Listen, I think this stock is gonna be $5. That's what I think is gonna be $5 very soon. Listen, I really think that CBDT is like, listen, what's interesting is what I find is the great companies, it's not so much the business, it's did we freeze? Yeah, it's not so much the business, it's the CEO. So if you have a CEO that knows how to pivot, how to seize opportunities, that's all that matters. Because look, we've had for example, Nextech. I mean, Nextech, their business wasn't that great when they started, but look, the CEO knew how to take advantage of opportunities, how to pivot. Made some great acquisitions, and it worked out. Knew when to raise financing. I think we're seeing the same thing with CBDT. I think Steve is really this guy's onto something here. I think what we're seeing actually is really just the beginning. I think the company is going to be completely different a year from now because this guy might seize other opportunities. He knows. I think this guy knows how to maneuver. Look, he's an M&A guy. We'll see some exciting things. So I'm not even worried about the COVID. I mean, look, the COVID thing is obviously going to make money. That's what it looks like based on this. But I think the real story is way beyond it, like way beyond it. Okay, Mike, $5 super chat. Because of that, I'm gonna jump right into Trip, since you go right to the front of the line with that $5 super chat. Money talks means that, hey, this guy's serious. Okay, yeah, I think CBDTs. I've been saying it's in bull mode. It's long term. Look at this. It's making higher highs, pulls back, higher highs. It might drop a nickel tomorrow. I don't know, 3 cents. It's possible, but the ride is not done. I think we're maybe. I hate to say this. I think we're only about a third of the way through. I think we're in like phase one. It's really early goings. Maybe even, yeah. I think there's a lot more. This thing is a lot of fuel in the tank. So back to fans. I think we're going to be seeing new highs. 250. I'm looking for short term. ESE is the standout today. ESE Entertainment, Esports. They're going to be on the live stream tomorrow on our YouTube live stream. Doc is fine. Okay, hey, God bless. I mean, I sounds like, listen, all I can tell you about Doc is that they know how to deploy that capital. So they're not just spending that money on I don't know, parties or whatever. I mean, they probably have some acquisitions lined up. It's interesting. Listen, I think it's kind of like they're building this kind of turnkey. It's not like the traditional healthcare thing that most people are just, because I know eye care is like considered like almost like dentistry. It's like a different animal, but really it's not. It's kind of part of the health, and that's part of their philosophy is whole person health. So it fits right into what they're doing. But I'm only talking about charts. I'm not here to talk about like strata. This is not. Okay, 13 cents. You're into it at 13 cents. Very impressive. So this thing is moving bigly. The new stock will be introduced tomorrow in the morning. Join our Telegram channel. Join the YouTube channel. Click the YouTube subscription. Subscribe to the YouTube, and click the like button. But yeah, we're going to release it on the Telegram. It's free. So just in the video description, you're going to see a button that says links or whatever links. Press that. That's going to go to our website and join the Telegram, which is this Telegram, or just Google Telegram Wall Street Reporter. I think Wall Street Reporter is all spelled together. We're going to be announcing new. I think the new one is an interesting company. I think it could be a easy double, triple in the first couple of weeks, like some of our others, like bets. But listen, not every stock goes straight to a double. Some of them kind of start out slow. They're all different. Sometimes the slower ones are the ones that are bigger, longer term. Like even CBDT. CBDT didn't double; it was hanging around. Oh, okay. The super chat is coming in hot and heavy. FCO. FCO, I was looking at it earlier today. It was pulling back. I mean, it's had some volatility. It's a mining stock. Surprise, right? I mean, we're waiting for some news. We're waiting some results. So it's just choppy right now. I think basically we're waiting for some results. People are kind of placing bets on where they think it's going to be. So long-term trend is up. FCO. Let's see what they come up with, right? Who is the other super chat? Let me some Glam 549. Harry Kraus Sharp. VST again. VST I think is a 10 bagger this year. Maybe it might take longer. It might take 18 months because it's a bit of a slow start. Yeah, they're building traction. So they got some great spin-offs happening. I mean, this company is doing, I think, all the right things. I mean, this is a story that's just going to unfold. Reverse split. Yeah, maybe. I don't think it's, I don't, they may not have to do it. They may not have to do it. Let's find out tomorrow. Pratt is going to be on. Oh, cross river. Oh, this is the only heartbreaker. We're waiting to see. I guess they're waiting for more, drilling. The drilling hasn't started, so it's going to be. We got to wait to see what happens. Bets, 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 bets. Bets is looking great again. I think this is going to be a big winner. Big winner. The stock is coiling right now, and it's kind of building a little bit of a consolidation in this range. But I think once it gets going, it's going to break past the dollar. Once it breaks past the dollar, it's off to the races. Oh, sorry, I get distracted. ESE. ESE. So Conrad, he's going to be on our live stream tomorrow. This thing, I'll tell you what's impressive. This stock is very, very reactive. I mean, this is a very tight float. I mean, this thing moves very quickly. It's like, it's like driving a go-kart or I don't know, like a Honda, not a Honda. What's that Mini? The Mini. I drove a Mini Cooper once, I think. It's like, it's very tight. It's not like it's not like some of these stocks are like driving an RV or a van. They're not like that responsive. It takes a while to move them. But ESE, I mean, this thing could be, what is it? It's again, ESE is a stock we introduced at, I think, was it 30 cents in December, and so it's 282. So it's almost a 10 bagger. And this is just getting started. I mean, I could see this thing easily being a $4 or $5 stock in like 6 weeks. Take a look at EGLX, another company in the space. Not much different, really, than ESE from where they were at this point in time. So ESE, by the way, and if you're watching our live stream, our Telegram, I mentioned a bunch of times that this thing was ready to pop. I think last week earlier. So ESE is definitely one to watch. Okay, Eric Sue, $10 super chat. Peter, I don't know. I'm waiting to hear back. It might be. I have a feeling it's going to be next week. So I have a feeling it's going to be next Tuesday. Cross server, yeah, they can't start drilling yet. They're in, Ontario. Peter is in Mexico, so that's the difference, I guess. Yeah, I think it's a moon stock. It's a rocket to the moon. I don't know about any news, to be honest. I'm only talking about the charts right now. Like, I'm really like I don't know anything about news. So if you got into EGLX at $2, then ESE is pretty much the same thing. I think it's gonna have the same type of ride. I think, yeah. So they're picking up some revenues. Going to be doing 40. And he said he's going to do 100 million. He wants to exit 100 million with 100 million run rate 21. So it could be $1 billion market cap in 12 months. Divide that by the number of shares out. It could be an easy $10 stock. I agree. Rella is getting into a support level right now. So this had a kind of a quick pop, then it kind of sold off, which is, not unusual. But this thing is a really fast runner. So we're going to have them back. When are they coming back? Because we got to get that demo. I want to show a demo with the CEO. We had some technical issues in the last live stream. Yeah, I think we're building a bit of a base here. Let's take a look at the short-term chart. Yeah, so here we are. This is building a little base. Really, 50 cents was the support, so it's kind of hanging above that. It might come down to 50 cents, but that's about it. I think it would be a healthy range right there, and then it could start running to new highs. Bets. I showed you the bets chart, right? That looks really good. Let's take a look at some of our other crazy exploding stocks today. Visby. So the Visby live stream was today. I was expecting a bit of a bigger move. It's a little bit quiet, to be honest. This is a little bit quiet. Really should have had a much bigger reaction. Sometimes they don't react. What can you say? CBDT end of year, $2,000 a share. No, I have no idea. Let's just see. Listen. I think once a stock breaks $1, a dollar stock. Hey, this is what did I say about CBDT way back when? I think it was back on Twitter. I said when it was like 15 cents. I said 15-cent stocks become quarter stocks, something like that, if I remember. So $1 stocks become $5 stocks, really. $3 stocks. So once it breaks above $1, Doc is Doc is back in the uptrend. It did break out, but it's let's see, it's got the financing. That might be a bit of a drag, to be honest. But I think we're okay here. I think it might close with $3 gap, build a little bit of a base. It's just a question of timing when this is going to be $5, $7. That's what I think. AIML, they're going to be on Thursday. So Thursday, okay, so tomorrow we're going to have SHG. SHG is going to be on at 12 o'clock. We're starting early tomorrow, 12 o'clock, SHG. We're going to have ESE, and we're going to have a new company at 1 o'clock. That's going to be the new debut, live stream debut. Did I pull up the SHG? I don't think I showed that yet. Wow, yeah, this thing is, look, SHG is really kind of like, it really looks like it just wants to go higher. I mean, this thing looks like it wants to go to, 250 US, 3 and change Canadian right away, like an express stop. Or I should say not a stop, but express. The express rocket, not the stopping rocket. Speaking of healthcare, let's take a look at Novamind. Again, the chart is not really fully developed because only there's very little data, but look at this. It's starting to run. It's starting to run. Novamind. Look how volatile this thing has been. It's like, I mean, this is not a stock for widows and orphans, Yeah. Oh, it went out. So Novamind is in the full bull mode. Let's pull up another company. Well, I don't say another company. It's ICANN. ICANN is doing its normal thing. It's kind of making new highs. It's just gonna, I mean, it's probably gonna be above $1 in a week, but it's gonna do this kind of zigzag on the way up. It's just the pattern. AIML again, also an early chart. It's exactly like Novamind. So there's not a lot of data on the chart, so it's hard to read the chart. I'm just pulling it up because I know it has quite a few followers here. So listen, right here it's kind of like a base. It's probably going to hang out here a little bit in this $1.25 range, looking for some direction, and then it could run higher. So we need a little bit of direction from the company, meaning news. We need some flow. Cabin, another one of our super stocks, hanging out 35-cent range. Again, looking for a little direction, and then it could run. So did I cover everything? Oh, yeah, I think I did cover everything. Oh, Peak FinTech. How can I forget Peak? Peak. PKK. Let's see what's going on here. PKK. Oh, $3. Very nice. Very nice move on the chart here. Wow. Looking bullish. PKK. Wow. Looking very bullish. PKK could make a new high tomorrow. PKK could explode, actually. Yeah, PKK. CBDT absolutely crushed him. Visby. VST, yeah. VST has a lot of value that's kind of locked up in it. So does it's funny, yeah. These stocks really have kind of, I think, a lot of value that is not, people don't really understand these stocks yet. They're not really that well known. So I think there's a lot of room to run. Definitely on VST, because it's, Brock Anderson. Shit, Brock, we already answered the question, but yeah, we'll take the super chat anyway. Getting a 2 for 1. I think Tuesday. I think he's going to be on. I think he's going to be on. I think he was waiting. Maybe this week was a possibility, but I think it's going to be Tuesday. SHG, $5-7. What is a meth? No, man, it's a cigar. It's a Davidoff cigar. It's from our cigar sponsor, Tony Da Vinci. Bets, I showed you the chart. Great looking chart. Fans, you saw the chart. Also great looking chart. I think it's pretty much going to go straight up from here. I mean, meaning it's up. It's on the way. It's going up. I don't think it's going to be pulling back. I think it's kind of. I don't think if you haven't gotten into it, I don't think you're going to get into it lower. Is the point? I think that's pretty much it. Okay. If you're just watching this, make sure you press the like, subscribe button, join our YouTube channel, and click on the video description. We have the links to our Telegram. You want to get on the Telegram because that's where we will be releasing the new stock tomorrow morning early. I mean, not that it means anything. Yeah, people like to get, what difference does it make when we get in? I'm not making any more predictions, too many predictions. So let's see here. I'm going to pull up the chart on fans again, because this thing really should, because this thing kind of runs, so different, kind of does its own kind of rhythm. So yeah, no, this thing is very explosive. It broke out, closed at a new high, and it closed at the high, which is very unusual. This is the first time that fans made a new high and closed at the high. That's bullish. And again, the previous chart action was very bullish. I was telling you this last week. I mean, very bullish setup. I think I mentioned this on Friday, was it? So I think we're going to see, this might be it. This might be the ride to 250. I think it might go straight to 250 from here. Project X, we're going to be announcing soon. $15. Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Really, I think we got to build a base here in the 50-cent range, then higher. That's what I think. Fans 250 minimum 250 350. Dogecoin, I don't know what Dogecoin. I don't even know how do you find it. I mean, Bitcoin. I remember we talking about Bitcoin before. I like the Bitcoin back. When did I say? Back in December or in November? I think I was saying Bitcoin when it broke 20,000. I said, listen, it might be going to 60,000, 100,000. Sure enough, it's. I mean, again, Bitcoin I think is a scam. It's going to go back to whatever. But right now, it's pure momentum mode. It's a mania. Wow, that's a great question. I really wouldn't know the answer, to be honest. I wouldn't know the answer. Yeah, that is what's going on. Red Light Holland. That's not. I know this is not Todd. It's got to be some guy here. Trip. Trip is definitely in full momentum mode. I think we're going to see a higher price. So let's see here. I did say Bitcoin is a scam. Yeah. But it's still going to be going higher. All right. So to wrap up, tomorrow we're going to have ESE, SHG, a new stock at 1 o'clock. On the same live stream, we're going to announce it on our Telegram channel. Press the like button, the subscribe button to the YouTube, and what do you call it? And join the Telegram through the video description link to see our links page on Wall Street Reporter. Also, join our email list because that's got all the action every day. You definitely do not want to miss out on our emails. Yeah, I should have some sort of ETF, right? Let's see here. Thursday schedule, Cabin. We're going to have Cabin, 12:30. We're going to have AIML at 12 noon. Friday, we're going to have Logic. And we actually may have a new company. Also. We're going to have two stocks. So we're going to have a new stock we're going to announce on Friday, which I think could be a huge stock. And I think that's going to be for February, yeah, because I think in January we didn't debut any stocks. In February we debuted a bunch, so we're kind of that's it. No more new stocks for a while after this, because these guys have to still catch up. Okay. On that note, thank you everybody for joining today's live stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you to all the super chatters, the super chat. And I'll see you on the next live stream. We got some great things this week. I think we're going to see some explosive action in some of these stocks. And I think this is like in the next 10 days, 2 weeks, we're going to see some crazy moves. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Again, press the like button, subscribe button, and tell your friends. Actually, don't tell your friends. You don't want them to make any money. All right, see you tomorrow.